Hello, and thank you for joining. Today, we're going to be drinking a black tea orange. It's a, what is it? It's a Sehong black tea cured in, or here's a view of the little cap before I throw it away. But it's cured in king oranges. And a view of the orange. Yeah. So we'll see how that does. We got our water up to temperature. And we'll give this a good wash. Just give that a few to open up a little bit. I'm gonna tap this around. All right, and we'll just give it a few seconds. Don't really need to do the second steep or a second kind of tilt, but it is what it is. Let's give this a smell. You know, this almost has like minty notes or like cooling notes. Oh, here. I'll give you a view of the tea pet pour. And I like to pour my water back in here. We'll give it the rest of the tea pet. All right. And let's get our first little steep here. I like to pour it right over the top. Let's get some water on the dish. All right, give you a good view of that. And let's get a view of the pour back here. Two half drinks here. Not bad. Good color. Yeah, this almost has like a mint to it, almost. But the orange flavor comes through really good. The mouthfeel is pretty thick. I would say it's a pretty good thick mouthfeel. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking real good. I like to do like flushes when I don't break these open, because you can see at the bottom when I do just little pours through, it helps bring all that tea out. And one little more. Perfect. And these are packed really tight too. So these do take a minute to open up. This should be, give it a couple more seconds. Looking good. I'll give you a nice view of the pour real quick before I... What? Oh yeah, more of the black tea's coming through now. That king orange is kind of leveled out. So this is what the packaging said. Zehen Zhan Xiao Zong black tea cured in king oranges. I hate trying to pronounce that stuff because I have no clue how to do it, but the second steep turned out really good. Really good. Yeah. All right. Oh. Thought I had a little bit left in there. I guess not. We'll wait for that to come up to temperature. So, to kind of explain my process a little bit, this is the more traditional way to brew tea. It's called the Gongfu style. It's more the traditional Chinese way to do it. It allows you to control your brew rather than brewing all the tea at once. You can control it and kind of taste it as the tea progresses. Right now I have my water set at 212 Fahrenheit, or that's 100 C. That's where I like my black teas. And usually I like to steep my teas for about, it depends on the tea, but black teas usually, I have hiccups. Usually I steep black teas for 10 to 15 seconds, maybe a little bit longer if I want them thicker. I really like when the clouds of tea come out of the bottom. You can kind of see it bubble up. You know, the black tea, it's a kind of a mild black tea. It's not as forward as some of the other ones I drink. You can really see it pool out of there. It's so cool. I like to leave the water where it doesn't move the tea, or the tea. I guess the tea orange, I should say, but where it doesn't move the tea orange around, so it keeps it a little bit better view for you guys. Get a view of the pour there. Oh, let's get a view of the pour for you. It's progressing well. This is the second only black tea I've ever, or black tea orange that I've drinking, so kind of experimenting a little bit. You're getting to see me experiment, I guess, a little bit with steep times and that sort of stuff. Well, let's get you a view. Let's pour from high. Looking good. Looking really good. You know, doing those short steeps where I'm kind of like pouring it in, pouring it in, pouring it in, changes it. It brings out more of that tartness. That's the only way I can really describe it. It's kind of like a tartness. But when I do more of consistent pours, where I'm just more like pour, and I'm filling up more instead of shorter little pours, I get more of that smooth kind of, there. I get more of the smooth black tea coming through. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do more consistent pours over the top of it. Like that. And let it bloom out. Not as long, do a little bit shorter steep time. So I like shorter steep times on this black tea, I think. All right, let's get you a view of the pour back there. Here we go. Okay. Let's get a good view of this here. Oh yeah. Nice. The orange still comes through, but you're left with more of a, like, it's not as tacky. Let's give the rest a hit. Oh, you know what? There's still a good amount in there. We'll just go like that. Cheers. If you've made it this far in the video, I want to thank you very much for joining me. It really does mean a lot that you take your time and watch my videos. Oh. I hope you're having a good day. And if you're not, there's always tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying some tea with me, or water, or whatever. You know, whatever you're drinking, coffee. I don't think I've ever really sat and sipped water. No, I mean, I guess that's what I'm doing now. That's kind of funny. Sort of, kind of, I guess? No. Ooh, that one almost slipped. Alright, let's get you a view of the pour here. Here, let's move the guy a little bit here. Look on camera. I like when he's like just barely peering over. Like he's looking up through the tea or something. That's awesome. Quick view. Oh. Let's see if we get one more steep in before we call it a video. One last little view. Come in. Looking good. Looking good. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And we'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.